The reason why you are not growing out of this version of yourself is because you are choosing this version every single day. Every time you wake up and you do the same routines and you do it over and over again, is a vote for the version of yourself you are in at the moment. If the version is not serving you and you are complaining about it, but still wake up to do the same thing over and over again, you will see that you are not making any progress, but you are stuck in it. The law of transformation, first of all, begins when you become restless. Restlessness means I'm now aware that I need to change clothes. I'm aware I need to shift out of this mindset. I'm aware I need to shift out of the habit. This habit I'm doing, they do not serve me anymore. I'm aware that the identity I carry do not longer carry the mindset I'm looking at. There is a version of me I'm looking at that this particular version of myself cannot carry. I'm aware of it. Awareness is the first step to transformation. If your mind is not changed from the starting point of restlessness, you will never know there is anything wrong. So in Proverbs 15 verse 19, something striking was said. He said, the way of the lazy man is like a hedge of thorns. His way is like a hedge of thorns. But the way of the upright or a disciplined man is like a highway. So you see that they use the word way to signify that whatever thing is in front of them, whatever way that they were given, is of their own choosing. A lazy man's way is filled with thorns because he keeps on choosing routines that make that so. An upright man's way or a diligent man's way is always paved and cleaned and clear from every debris because he has habits, systems that make it so. So the way of life you have at the moment, the results that you are seeing in your life is a testament or are testaments to what you are choosing daily. You do not complain about your life. You simply complain and try to change the systems you are always repeating. That you don't have enemies anywhere. Your major enemies, the only enemies you have, are the cyclic habits, the systems you do every single day. And your mindset, your current mindset, is supported by the systems. Your system is why the mindset is there. If you want to be transformed, you must change the systems that feed the mindset. And every mindset you have must tally with the result on ground. Mindset produces the result. Mindset talks about strong opinions, thought pattern that you believe. And these opinions and thought pattern fuel your action to get results that tally with the mindset. That's why it was said in the Bible that be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. Because if your mind is not renewed, even if you change everything outwardly, even if you change your house, even if you change your wardrobe, even if you dye your head pink, nothing is going to change inwardly. And because nothing changed inwardly, nothing will change outwardly. So you see that the lazy man keeps choosing the same thing over and over again, and the lazy man keeps doing the same thing every single day, and each of them, they will wake up and they will still be surprised that they are where they are. Why am I not moving forward? It's because you refuse to change. You are not moving forward because you refuse to change the habits, the systems that you have been doing since many years ago. You refuse to change the system. That is why the systems are not changing the outcomes you are receiving. The outcomes you are receiving are as a result of the systems you repeat. The systems you repeat act as a god over you. You are a slave to the system you repeat. So what do we do? What do we do? Because if you are not conscious of the mechanics of your life, the mechanics, the engine that run your life, it means you are drifting. What then do we do? What then do we do? Because a lot of us are drifting. We are drifting. When you drift is akin to when the driver steps out of the front seat and goes to the back while the car is moving forward. That is what drifting is. And hopes everything turns out well. Don't worry, son. Don't worry, sis. We are going to get to the promised land. We are going to get home. The car knows where we are going to. And the car is not a Tesla. What then do we do? So you must begin to see the need for transformation. For the result you have dictates your reality. Your mindset dictates your result. Your result dictates how you will live. So this is where you tell yourself, I think it's time I take my growth seriously. It is time I take my growth seriously, because if I do not do that, I am leaving the front seat for no one to drive. You cannot leave the front seat for the car to drive itself when you are driving a manual car. Life is on manual. It is not automatic. You must take charge of your growth. You must sit down and tell yourself, this is the amount of books I will read so and so time, or this is the amount of pages I will read so and so time, or this is the amount of minutes I will spend in growth. Growth is never automatic. It has to be conscious. So the first step of transformation is awareness. I am at this level and it's no longer serving me, so I must upgrade. What then do? You write on paper. Okay, I'll listen to one podcast a day. Okay, I will do this a day. I will do that again. I will take a walk in the woods and I will meditate for 30 minutes. Consciousness is how you start the journey of growth. The person that is conscious of their characters, especially those that are no longer serving them, is the person that will most likely come out from that flaw or the flaws they see. So what we have are mostly people that know that they have these things, but there is no will to do them. You heard it before. You have to work on this thing, Angela. Peter, you have to work on this. And they hear it. But there is no enthusiasm to do it. So I'm going to share with you a formula on how to do that. The first one is to write down all the things that is wrong with you. And how you will do it is this. Ask yourself, if I am the enemy and I'm coming to do stuff, I'm coming to you and I want to dismantle and take things from you, how will you attack yourself? What information do the enemies have? You have to do it as a role play. Ask yourself, if you are the enemy, because nobody knows you more than you. If you are the enemy, how will you dismantle yourself? Then you write it on paper. The first step, I like food. The first step is I'm going to bring food and I'm going to do this. The next one, I have this weakness. You write it as if you are truly coming to dismantle yourself. That is how you will have a comprehensive list of what to work on. Because battles are fought from the point of weakness, not from a point of strength. People do not come against you. Enemies do not come against you from the point of your strength. They will not win. They locate where you are weak, where the fences are low and cracked up. That's where they go for. If a chess game is without weakness, the players will play forever. But we know there are no castles without weakness on the earth. Every castle is going to be penetrated one way or the other. So you have to see yourself as a castle. Where are the weaknesses? You write it down. Those are the areas to work on. Where are the weaknesses? You write it down and you start to say, okay, what do I need to do to repair these things? You write it down. Once you do that, the third one is, what is the smallest chunk I need to do every day? Smallest chunk, something so small that maybe to take 10 minutes, maybe to take just 20 minutes while you're commuting to work, to listen to something that will help you. It may be 20 minutes of a podcast in that area. You see? It may be 30 minutes of running. Anything that will help your bottom line. Break it in such a small and a compacted way that it doesn't look daunting to start. That is how you work on these things. Then the fourth one is you take action. Because they are small, you will not be afraid to start. That is how you become wholesome. That's how you become a castle without weakness. Your enemies will come and check from everywhere. Your enemies can be the elements, can be life itself. The way life clamps down on people. Can be the enemy, can be the devil. But when you are conscious of your flaws and you are adequately informed about them from your own perspective as someone that will come to dismantle, when you are thoroughly conscious of it and you find solution to them by doing them daily, you get to a stage when you turn back, you will marvel at the growth that you see. Because how you effectively rule in life is that you work on the weaknesses. The weak walls must be strengthened. The leaking drainages must be closed up and repaired. No holes must be made available to any rodent. You must cover every cracks in your character. You must cover everywhere. You cannot be addressed as someone who is slothful. You must cover every track. Every crack must be covered. That is how you become wholesome. Wholesome people are those who lead effectively. So that when they come to dismantle it, they won't find anything because you already did a self-analysis on yourself. So that's how you win. My name is Casey Outgrow. This is Purpose Driven Advocate Podcast. Stay tuned.